So, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently in the best time there's ever been to sell on Etsy. And I want you guys to be able to take full advantage of that. So in this video, I am going to cover how to build out your Etsy store from start all the way up to building a team around it. Comprehensive guide of the strategies needed for you to implement and build up to success. Stick around and watch the full video. So here's what we're going to cover. What actually is Etsy and Etsy dropshipping? Then you need to decide whether the Etsy business model is for you, right? So we're going to cover the advantages and the disadvantages because there are plenty of both. Then if you've chosen, yes, look, Etsy, this sounds like something I want to do, let me show you how to get started. And I'm going to go through the fundamentals of, product research, what you need to do, and then how to scale and automate. These are all core key components that you are going to need to be successful. What is Etsy dropshipping? So chances are you've heard of dropshipping. It's one of the most popular business models around, and you probably associate Shopify, even Facebook Marketplace nowadays, eBay, many platforms like that. So Etsy dropshipping is using the dropshipping model on Etsy. So the customer buys from your Etsy store there. You then inform your supplier of the product and the customer details. Your supplier then sends it out. Your customer receives update. They receive it. They're all happy. For this component, this model, this function to run well on Etsy, you're going to need several things. You're going to need a well-optimized store, good products on it that are optimized. I like to tell people, look, you need to be an asset to Etsy. You can't just come onto the Etsy platform, throw up any old garbage and pray it sells. You need to provide value. You need to be like, look, Etsy, I care about your platform. I'm here for the long run. I want to do well. I want us both to succeed. That is the mindset you need to come in. So then you need a great supplier, okay? Maybe you've got a supplier in Germany, in America, in China, somewhere like this, right? And having a good supplier really helps you run a very smooth operation. If you don't know how to get a good supplier, you can join our Discord here, discord.gg/Etsy. We have a great supplier in there that people can use. So once the supplier has sent it out, you need to set up some kind of back-end system so your customers are notified about your orders. They know what's going on, right? And this is through tracking numbers. This is through fantastic customer service, through snippets, through regular updates. This can all be automated, okay? And then boom, customer receives their order. That's when you implement aftercare strategies to build up your store, like reviews, repeat buyers, etc. So now you know what Etsy is. Let's see if it's right for you. Okay, so the benefits of Etsy, there are loads. Etsy is fantastic. Okay, you get loads of free time. If you work a normal job, you can do it alongside that. There's plenty of resources to help you save lots of time. You can travel and do Etsy. You can all be done from a laptop. However, I do recommend people bring a normal mouse with you if that's your plan. The efficiency is increased tenfold. Okay, and Etsy is a great way to network with like-minded people. The people in the Etsy community are fantastic. Okay, you rarely come across someone who is like not a nice person, let's just say, right? They're all pretty fantastic people. Okay, however, like any self-employed hustling online business model, you take on a lot of responsibility. You're responsible to yourself, your family, your suppliers, your customers, and just, it becomes mentally taxing, right? You live in a constant bubble of stress, right? That's what happens with any business. If you want to run your own business, that is what happens. And you control your time and life, which sounds fantastic, but it also can be a bit of a negative because if you procrastinate, if you easily get distracted, if friends of yours are pulling you away from work, it all crumbles, right? It starts to slow down. It starts to fall behind, right? And the other desire you may have, which can be a negative, is your whole life is consumed by work. If you're not working, you feel inefficient, you feel lazy. There's a fantastic quote along the lines of, a lazy man does nothing and wonders why he succeeds, while a successful man does everything and still thinks he's lazy. It's something like that, okay? I can't pull it up because I'm recording. But yeah, so you just have this constant desire to work 24 hours a day. Okay, so I want to show you what a fantastic store looks like, one of the biggest on Etsy, and I want to show you what an awful one looks like, right? Just so before you go into things, you know both ends of the spectrum. So for the fantastic store, we have Caitlin Minimalist, okay? So Caitlin Minimalist has nearly 2.5 million sales. So if I just refresh it here, right? They just get sales all the time. Okay, chances are you'll come in, you'll refresh, maybe they've had 20, right? So they have 1,300 products, 1,300 listings. And what a listing is it's this. This is a single listing. This is a single product, and inside it has multi-variations of the same product, right? So this is one listing, and a listing is built up of photos, one video, your title, your price, your variants and attributes, description, and tags. Okay, then deeper inside of that is your delivery profile, your policies, and whatnot. This is a great listing here. 29 people have bought it in the last 24 hours, and it's a personalized initial tag, right? And if we come into the title is what gets the listing seen by people through keywords, through SEO. The photo is what gets the click, and the video, right? Then to determine if you're going to get a sale is built up of social proof. Here, your reviews, look, 520,000 reviews on this store and a 5-star rating. So this is how a listing is constructed. And as you can see, if we look at the photos, we have some great photos here, more photos. We have a mix of photos being used, products being used around neck or clearly on display. And then we have a video of the product, clearer. So now let's take a look at what a pour store looks like. Here, they're selling portable blenders, right? This is a Shopify dropshipper that's came onto Etsy thinking that they know it all. They don't want to try and fit in on the platform. They don't want to be an asset, and this store will be banned before you know it, okay? There has been really no thought or consideration behind this store, and it's not going to last, right? So if we go back to Caitlin Minimalist store page, look at the branding, very nice, lovely. A lot of attention to detail has gone into every aspect of this. And now if we go back here, very poor, slapped together, poor logo, pretty poor details, and the profile page is, shocking, right? So that's two ends of the spectrums. This is how you want your store to look, okay? Looks matter a lot, appearance matters a lot. However, it's not the core focus. So how can you get started on Etsy? Well, it's fairly straightforward, right? I have a whole video on how to actually create your Etsy store. I will put that up in the top right corner as like a little card thing, and you can click that and watch that. About a year old, but it's still very accurate. So once you have a store set up, the most important thing you need to know is what to sell. If you don't have any idea of what you want to sell, you're thinking of selling those portable blenders, just stop. Dedicate 1, 2, 3, 4, as many days as it takes to product research. Product research is where the money is made. You always need to be looking into your product research. And I'm going to go over some really great ways to find winning products. So we're back on Etsy, right? And this is where I like to do most of my product research with a tool called Everbee. So as you can see, I've just searched up Christmas jewelry. The reason for that is it's the 10th of November, we're in Q4, people love Christmas jewelry. So here it is, we've got 3.5 million results, it's a lot. So we come over to this left-hand side and we click product analytics, right? And then this loads up. We click there and we come over to filters. Now in filters, we want our max listing age to be 1, and this means 1 month. Okay, so these are listings that have been on Etsy for maximum of 30 days. And now what we want to be doing is we want to be filtering by monthly sales. And as you can see, this one product here has done 10.6k rev in 1 month selling this one product. Okay, so let's open up this product and let's have a look. Right, so it's a fresh pearl fidget ring, okay, meditation ring, boom, boom, boom. 6 people have bought it in the last 24 hours. If we analyze this listing, it's up for a month. Here it says 11.5k, 300 sales in its first month, right? And it's a pretty small shop and they don't really know what they're doing, okay? So what we can do is we can try and find suppliers for products like this by using AliSeek, okay? And here's the product. This is picked by Etsy. Lovely, and here it is on AliExpress. Okay, so this is how I love to do my product research. This is a great way of seeing what's in demand on the platform, and if you want to use Everbee, use the link in the description and it will get you started. So now that you've found one winning product, right, this product is doing fantastic, you know exactly what to sell. To scale up, You want to be coming through and you want to be finding these winning products all the time. So a mistake people make is they find one product on one store doing very well that's new, and they don't go on their store. They don't see what else is selling on their store. So if we come here, we filter by most recent, we're going to see what's been selling lately. Okay, so we've got a fresh water pearl necklace. So we're starting to see a trend. These pearl necklaces and these pearl things are starting to do well with the term freshwater pearl. Etsy pick again, and we try and find a supplier for it. And here we go, here's suppliers. So we know these products are in demand. We know these are the great products to be in, right? And you can also come down into their reviews by most recent and see what's selling down here too, right? So there's plenty of research methods to be doing with Everbee and Etsy. There's no reason why you should be going onto the platform not knowing what to sell and selling junk. If you intend to sell junk on Etsy, you are not going to get far. So please don't do it. Be an asset to Etsy, right? So now you're selling really great products and you're selling them well. You know, you're getting lots of daily sales. You need to make sure your back end is just as good as your front end. You need to make sure you have good sheets, good financial management, good order systems, good tracking systems, and again, like I mentioned earlier, a fantastic supplier. Then when it all gets too much, you want to look into building a team. You want to be hiring VAs. If you need help with this, join our Discord. We give contact information for really good VAs, and we show you how to find your own. You're also going to have to accept you're going to fail a lot, okay? You're going to make a lot of errors, but it's a game of constant trial and error. Failing is good as long as you only do that one failure once. As long as you can solve that problem, you know how to get past it, and you never face it again, you're doing a great job. The last thing, you need to know how to spot things early, okay? You need to know how to spot trends. So having the ability to spot things early means that you can look ahead. You can look past the distractions, past the BS, and you can focus on things that are going to generate revenue for you on Etsy, right? You can focus on what's important. You can follow the money, because guess what? You have the perfect systems. You have a great team running your stores. You failed a load of times, so you know the failures don't really matter to you anymore. You've got a solution to most of the common problems. You keep finding new products, winners, opening new stores, and growing, right? And now you can just focus on where the money is, right? You focus on those new things that are coming in, that are coming out, these new trends within jewelry, these new trends within movies, within hobbies, within interests, within shows, within fashion. That's what you focus on, and that's how you make the money. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day. Hope this video helped you out. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will do my best to answer them down there.